Hey class, it's Miss Waycaster here. I wanted to go over MAST 1010, Law and Ethics in the Medical Office. I wanted to just do a quick introduction overview of the course in Blackboard as well as in Cengage. So the first thing is, of course, is the homepage, which is what we're on now. It'll kind of give you a quick overview of everything that's going on in the class. The next section is the announcements tab. Announcements tab is any announcements I'm sending out to the entire class. I will post them in announcements as well as email them to you. But if you're in Blackboard, you can go to announcements and see anything that I've actually sent out to the class. The first announcement, of course, was the welcome frequently asked questions email I sent out. So there's that. And then the second one was, of course, disregarding the first welcome email because I had accidentally added something in there that was not supposed to be in there. So that was there. And then Jennifer Williams, the program director's information, is also on this page if you need it. So those are the announcements. The course overview, which is your no-show and syllabus agreement. You're just going to click on course overview. You'll click on the syllabus and course introductions. The first thing is the syllabus. You're just going to click on syllabus and you're going to read over the syllabus. I think it's about 7 or 8 pages long. Make sure you read over the whole syllabus. If you have any questions, you can email me about it. Once you've read over it, you need to go in here, go into the syllabus agreement, and you need to copy this statement and click Write Submission and paste the statement in there. Where this line is, you're going to put your name. And what this is saying is that you have read the syllabus and you agree to abide by the syllabus and understand anything that is written in there about due dates or course assignments or anything like that. Go ahead and click Submit. And that is how you'll do your syllabus agreement. The next no-show assignment is your introduction. As you can tell, we've already got several people already know in the introduction. What you'll do is you'll go in here and you'll click Create Thread, and you're going to tell me a story about yourself. It can be serious, funny, or special memory. The one thing that you do need to remember is that anything that you put in here, the other students can see. So just be mindful of that, just in case it's anything personal that you don't want other people to see. You'll click Submit, and then once you click Submit, it will populate on that page right here so that we can see everybody's introduction. The next section is My Grades. My Grades is going to be anything that we do in the course. Anything you do in the Cengage MindTap software system, exams, anything like that, it's all going to go in here. And these are all of your grades, and then the top one where it says grade average is going to be the percentage currently in the class. If for some reason you see that you've done quick checks and within I'd give it 48 hours, it hasn't posted into Blackboard, please email me and let me know, because that means we're having a system error and an interface issue, so then I'll have to go in and check on that. The next section I'm going to go down to is your calendar. Your calendar it has anything that is a due date for this class should be in here. So like right here, the student introductions are due at 11 p.m. And as your things are due, you'll see them on the calendar. The next section I want to go over is assignments. Kind of the same thing as the calendar, except it's put all in one place. So it goes over each week, what chapters we'll be doing that week. So as you can tell, like week 3, we have 2 chapters. It also goes over what your expectation is, to read, do the quick check, apply yourself, chapter exam, and when it's due. So as you can tell, every due date's entered in here. This is printable. Up here, you can click on it and print the course calendar. So that way, I know some students like to, I was going to say patients. Some students like to have it where they can put it in a planner, or they can just do a quick reference out of a folder. So I made it where you can print it, or you can just observe it in Blackboard, whatever you're comfortable with. Now, the next section is going to be the textbook. So I don't know if all of you have used Cengage before or not. So Cengage is the software system that we use. It's an e-textbook as well as kind of like an online workbook assignment software system. So the first thing is, if you've never used it, go into Cengage Help and make sure that you click on this first video here, Student Registration for MindTap. Click that. It'll walk you through it. It'll explain how you're going to do it. The other things that I recommend for all students, regardless if you're new or established, is to make sure you do a system check. This makes sure that whatever device you're using has everything on it and it's working properly. So as you can tell, I have all my check marks. It's saying everything is good for MindTap. So that lets me know that my systems have checked out. So that's, I recommend that everybody do those two things. Once you've done that, you can click on the hyperlink. One thing I want to make a stress and make very important, this link right here, please, please, please make sure you click on that link to get into our book. Do not go to Google and type in Cengage, because what happens is you won't be added to my roster in our class, and it'll mess up. We'll have to call Cengage and they'll have to fix it. So just make sure that you click this hyperlink. Once you're in, as you can tell, we've got all the chapters right here. Each chapter, all you're going to do is just click. And if you look over here, it's got these little arrows. You can expand out. Anywhere that there's a down arrow, you can expand out. So what I recommend doing is for each chapter, just expanding out everything. So that way you can see everything that's due. As you could tell, that was a little hidden expand out underneath read. So there's that. So once you're in here, any icons that look like this is the book. It's an open book. That's what that icon is. That's where you're going to read. These quick checks, you will do these as you are reading the chapters. And then down here is your apply yourself. You're going to do that once you're done reading. That's kind of like your assignment for the week. Make sure you go in there and complete that. Once you're done with all the required assignments in Cengage, and how you can make sure you've done all of them, there's two ways. First way is going to your assignments tab, looking and seeing what it says to do. It says to read, do your quick checks, do your apply yourself, and then it says chapter exam. Well, the chapter exams are going to be over here in Blackboard. Everything else other than the exams are in the MindTap Cengage learning system. So once you've done that, that's one way to know that you've done everything. The second way is if you look right here in Cengage, it says counts towards grade. And then down here, there's another one. That little amber dot lets us know that is a required assignment. Those count towards your final grade. So once you've done all of those, and if you want to do more than those, more power to you. There's, summary, PowerPoints, flashcards. There's all kinds of wonderful things in here. Once you've done all of that, then you're going to go back into Blackboard. You're going to click on exam. And as you can tell, here's our chapter 1 exam. It's already open. You'll click there. It lets you know that this is a time test, that once you've started, you're not be able to get out. You have to do it in one sitting, and that the test is the due date for the test. So January 19th at 11 p.m. A couple exceptions to this. So the first thing is the forced completion. If you have an IT error, your computer freezes, you get locked out, something happens, you need to email me and let me know. There is an audit that I can do in Blackboard to ensure that an error was created. Once I do that audit and I see that it was an IT issue, I can reopen the test. What that means is that reopen, you don't get to start where you ended. You'll get a completely new test, and you'll get it in a completely different, it'll still be multiple choice, but it'll be in a different, you won't get question 1 the same as the last question 1 you had. So, just be mindful of that. You'll have to completely redo the entire test, start the whole thing over. The other thing that I encourage is like right here where it says 50 minutes. If it says 50 minutes, make sure that you have 50 minutes before you hit begin. So make sure, like if it's 5:30 and you have somewhere to be at 6, do not start the test, because you need to make sure you have that full 50 minutes. You might not need all 50 minutes, but you want to make sure you have that 50 minutes so you don't have to hit submit before you're ready to be done with the test. Once you hit begin, that's it. You can't get back out of it. Okay. So that's the stressor there with the exams. If you have any questions about those, let me know. And I think that's it. I think I've gone over everything for the class and where to find it. It seems like a lot of people have already found a lot of this. So if there's anything else that you have a question about, please let me know. You can email me. I'm an adjunct instructor, and I get to those emails within 24 hours, but I try to do it quicker than that. But of course, if you need anything, let me know. Thanks.